Hello my lovely souls, this is Michaela from Shiny Light Brightly 1111. I want to apologize that I wasn't able to upload content for a longer time, and I want to say thank you to the ones of you who are still with me here on this channel, so not right away leaving the channel. I also want to thank you for the lovely comments. I always read them all. I just usually don't have the time anymore to respond to every comment. And over the last 6-8 weeks, I really had to deal with more serious health issues than I thought at first. So, but I don't want to bore you with that. I want to thank you for all your lovely comments. And some of you also sent me lovely emails, and I'm just so grateful for these lovely souls I found here through this YouTube channel. I feel truly very connected to many of you I was already in personal contact with. So thank you all so much. I apologize that I wasn't here for so long. I hope I'm truly back now. So the Deep Love read is out now, but yeah, I hope it will get better soon. What I want to do as a thank you is for the whole December I offer my Deep Love read again for a lower price, so for $55 US dollar instead of $88.88. That is what I want to give back. So now let's go into the reading. Thank you again, and I hope you enjoy the reading. So, hey Aquarius, how you doing? I'm happy to be back. I hope you're all doing well, having a great season. Holidays coming up, so I hope you enjoyed Thanksgiving if you were celebrating that. I've already connected with my spirit guides and angels and meditated on your sign, and what spirit was showing me was actually that there is some action coming into your life from your person, some kind of communication, but it is just something little, at least at first. So and you kind of feel left puzzled what to do with it, so it brings you kind of in a state of indecision because of not really knowing what this is about. But this will bring up nostalgic feelings about the past, so it will remind you what this connection is about. It will also bring heart chakra activation, but again, because it's just something little that comes, you kind of don't know what to do with it. So will this be all? Will they be gone again after that? Should I open up and be totally excited about it, because that are the baby steps to something bigger? So I don't know yet. This is all they've showed me, but let's see. So we will begin as always with the overall energies, where we will also get additional information from another deck. So your person and the connection. We will look where the both of you are spiritually at. What is the current lesson or challenge in the connection for both of you and the connection. Then we will go into heart space, mind space, soul level, so message of your higher self, and what's going on in the physical, individually for both of you, shared energies, possible future energies, as well as advice from spirit. So let's just start. Overall energy for the sign of Aquarius, please, for December 2019. When it comes to love, what is the overall energy of Aquarius, please? two coming up here. So we have the man holding a coin. That is someone, so either this is you wanting to make a solid offer to someone, or this is your person coming towards you with an offer, or at least it is that wish for it. But in combination with what they've already showed me, this could be that your person comes into your life with some offer, some kind of offer. And we have beautifully the caring connection here. So someone is, that is the message I get here, someone, so your person is coming towards you in a caring way, even though, again, it may not be that big deal at the beginning. So it brings up these, it brings up the love again, it brings up these nostalgic feelings, but I also already feel that it brings up the fear to open up to it, because what they offer isn't enough to truly believe they are there now for you. And so being afraid of getting hurt again, so you can't grab it at the beginning. What is the overall energy of Aquarius soulmate, love interest, however you are labeling the connection? What is their overall energy when it comes to Aquarius and this connection, please? I don't read reversals in this deck. So we have the Sun. It's not really similar to the Sun card in the traditional tarot. In the traditional tarot, the Sun is the most positive card in the whole deck, but it's still a very positive card of joy and also clarity, illumination, and the beginning of abundance, especially in this deck. So the beginning of coming into the light, leaving dark times behind, pain behind, and seeing, they tell me to look at the picture more clearly, so to know where we want to go and to take that necessary action towards our own happiness. So they decided to go towards their happiness. So it fell out in the reverse, even though I don't read reversals usually in this deck, but sometimes Spirit is telling me to do so. So I at least can tell for some of you it may be a little delay in that action taking. So it is about to get emotionally more balanced. It's also so to be able to make these steps. It's also about to not try to force things, to go with the flow. And it's also about to believe that this happiness is in store for them. What is the overall energy of the connection between Aquarius and their soulmate, please? There are too many. So yeah, this card, I mean, it could indicate an actual journey. So if the both of you are living far away from each other, if it's a long distance thingy here going on, this could indicate travel. But usually in this deck, it's talking about the spiritual journey. So this connection brought you on the spiritual journey. So the intention here is to get to deep emotional healing and to see the bigger picture of things, to go to the awakening process and ascension process here. But let's get one more for the connection here. I mean, you already know that you are on the spiritual journey and that you are spiritually deeply connected here to your person. So this card usually also talks about that we have to embrace the whole journey with all that is, also the suffering, the challenges, that is all what belongs to the journey. And everything has its reason and its meaning. Look at that, the action card. So yeah, Spirit was already telling me that. So some kind of action is in the air at the horizon here. By the way, this was the Energy Oracle by Sandra and Taylor. I have her new deck too, Quantum Oracle, but I didn't have the time yet to really dive into it, so I'm not using it yet. So we go now into the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid for additional information to these cards. So tell me about the man holding a coin and the caring connections, please, for Aquarius. Look at that. Truth be told, the mask is falling. The truth will be revealed. This is also a card of communication. And yeah, about revealing things that were hidden. But you may not trust it at first. So, of course, they may not come forward with the big bouquet of red roses and tell you, I love you, I always did. So they may do baby steps and slowly trying to explain themselves. I mean, we always have to consider that they are afraid too of rejection. And so whatever happened between the two of you in the past here, they will do maybe little steps. And so you may not trust it at first. Let's see. Tell me about the Sun here for Aquarius soulmate. What is the Sun card about? Give us more information here, please. Thank you. So, in this time to go, in this case, it's really what I already was getting with the Sun. Finally deciding to make the necessary steps towards their own happiness. It is time to go towards their goals, towards their own happiness. They have a vision, is what my angels are telling me. They have a vision of the two of you, and they are finally preparing, at least, for taking the necessary steps here. Journey and action. What is this about? In more detail. So first card out is the flexible card. This is about being not too fixed on a certain idea. So this also came up for Pisces, I guess it was. So not trying to be too fixed on a special idea how things have to happen. So to be too fixed on a certain outcome is usually a blockage. So the universe has many ways how things can unfold, but we have to learn to go with the flow. When we have to know what we want and desire, of course, to manifest it into our 3D world. But when we are too fixed on exactly how it has to happen, that can block it, because maybe that is not the way it can unfold. But our minds, our human minds, are very limited usually in these possibilities. So we have to get rid of any limitations, opening up to the unlimited possibilities how things can unfold. It may be something that you can't come up with because you may not know their circumstances in detail. And so there may be other ways that you aren't aware of. So it also tells you to don't to don't be stubborn, to be open to new possibilities. So when they should come towards you, try to be open how it will unfold, even if it are just baby steps at first. We also have a leg up. This is a card of support. So for the ones who are knowing the same group of people, so maybe there is someone who is kind of helping to arrange things that the two of you can meet. So I hear birthday party, so maybe someone is inviting both of you to their birthday party so that you can meet up there unexpectedly. Something like that could be the case here. In general, it is about to accept support of others if offered, and also to don't be afraid to ask for support and help when we need it, of any kind. If it's just to talk about things. And we have a message in a bottle. This card talks about communication, but it's also about our divine guidance or spiritual guidance, that we should listen to it. We are guided at this point. It's also a card of telepathy, so you may already know what they are planning intuitively, maybe also not trusting it. Let's see where the two of you are spiritually at. This is are the Sacred Spirit reading cards. If I get my cards here. So what's going on spiritually with the both of you and the connection right now? For Aquarius first, please. Where is Aquarius at spiritually? Flying down. So we have ground your light, let your soul shine. Beautiful energy. So ground yourself. Meditation could help. Spending time in nature, all that kind. So find your inner light, and when you have that inner light shining, it will guide your way. It will show you the path. It will calm your mind. So you are coming out of confusion, and no one will. So this could, okay, they are telling me right now. So if your person is coming back unexpectedly, in what form ever, they've already showed me that this will bring up nostalgic feelings. It will activate your heart chakra again. So to not get totally out of control into an emotional roller coaster, it's important to ground yourself here. Please tell me, where is Aquarius soulmate spiritually at? This one wants to pop out. So we have a living light energy. See the beauty of life. This is very fitting to the Sun card already. So finally coming out of the dark, seeing the beauty around them, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, seeing the possibilities for happiness. And making the necessary steps for the connection. Sacred divinity. There are two paths ahead. Of course, there are always. We have free will. We can choose whatever we want. So when they are coming back, but for you it's too late because you were waiting for so long, you were leaving this behind. It is your choice if you are opening up to it again, to see what's coming up. And also if we are able to listen, and listen with our hearts. So when they are coming back and maybe trying to explain what happened in the past and why they did it the way they did, we have to be compassionate, really listening with the heart and being in a forgiving and understanding energy, because we all have our path to walk. We all make mistakes, and others may not understand always the way we decide about things, but it's still at that point we think, and also they thought they are doing the right thing. It was the only thing, and so they didn't know better at that time. That is what Spirit is telling me right now. They didn't know better at that time. That may not be comforting right now because it was hurtful anyways, but if you want to give this a chance, you have to listen to them with your heart. So this is a sacred connection here, divinely guided. So this is the Akashic Tarot. Let's see what the current lessons and challenges for the both of you are. For Aquarius first, flying out right away, the Ascent. So, spiritual ascension, and also it was a long way, but right now you're on top and you have that higher perspective on things. You see the bigger picture, so try to understand that everything happened for a reason, that everything that happened led you where you are right now. Embrace that whole journey with all that happened. But it's coming up as a lesson or challenge here, so it may be difficult for some of you to see that bigger picture or to see the good even in the suffering and the challenges. What's the current lesson or challenge for Aquarius soulmate, please? So we have a Queen of Forces coming up. So this card talks about balancing out the light and the dark. Also emotional balance, what already came up at some point. So water always represents emotions. It also represents to go with the flow. And there may be days where they are kind of back and forth between the dark and the light. So sometimes there are doubts, and at some that may be that for some of you that Sun card came out in the reverse, that delay. So sometimes pulled back into the dark. So makes no sense anyways, that kind of energy. The Moon also talks about things that aren't revealed yet, that mystery. And the Sun brings the clarity. So some days they are very clear about what they want and want to move forward, and other days they are pulled back into the dark, into the doubt and the fear to move forward. So their current lesson or challenge is to balance things out, to accept that there are doubts and fears. It's not about not having fears, right? Courage is to move forward anyways. What is the current lesson or challenge for both of you in the connection right now? With the light of the world. So this card talks about spiritual ascension. We have that very enlightened person here. And in the house there is that person that has to wake up. So this enlightened person is knocking on the door and calling out, wake up. The light of the world. First of all, we have to find our own inner light. Again, it is guiding us. It is lighting up the path we have to go. So lighting up the right path. So this is again, a spiritual connection that was meant to bring that spiritual awakening, that spiritual ascension, and that deep healing. But really, for some of you, it may be difficult to see the good in the bad times. But that is what makes us grow, what helps us to understand the bigger picture. So we go into the Psychic Tarot for the heart, for your energies here, Aquarius. Heart space, mind space, message of your higher self, and physical, what's going on in the 3D. So heart space first for Aquarius, please. What's going on in the heart space of Aquarius when it comes to their soulmate and this connection? What's going on in Aquarius heart space? Two of Wands, spread your wings. So the Two of Wands is an energy of being at the crossroads, having to make a decision which path to choose, not really knowing what to do. In this deck it's called Spread Your Wings. So it tells you to not overthink, to listen to your heart and your soul. They know the path, to let your inner light guide you, and just spread your wings and fly. So you may be at the crossroads with this connection right now, either because there was already that action that Spirit was showing me and you are kind of left puzzled and not knowing what this is about right now, or you are right now at the crossroads because still nothing is happening, there is no communication, and you don't know if it's worth the wait still. But look what's at the bottom in combination with the Two of Wands. It is the Lovers. So it could be a Gemini of significance here for you. In this deck, it's just called love. In this deck, it's not about that decision that we have to make when it comes to a love connection, how it is in the traditional tarot. In this deck, it is just about love. It is about that love connection, but in combination here, the Two of Wands with the Lovers, or with the Love card, it is, you are at the crossroads in your heart space when it comes to this connection. You don't know if you should hold on or if you should give up, if this even still makes sense, if there will ever happen something. But I have to say, the energy I feel from this is not heavy. So it is more like, well, I know I have that connection. I accept that this connection is there. I accept the way I feel. But still, I want more. Of course, I want to have a beautiful partnership in my life. And I don't want to sit here and wait for someone who maybe will never get ready. So that is that kind of energy. So I don't feel that that heaviness or something like that. Let's see what's in the mind space of you. Flying out. There. Okay, there we have the heaviness, so sadness and isolation. This is the Three of Swords, heartbreak, deep sorrow. But actually in this deck, it is about to let this go. So we have that sadness and isolation here, but finally coming out of it into the light, shining from within, seeing the beauty around you. And so what I get here actually, I mean, thoughts are mental energy and we are in the mental space. So you don't want to be in this energy anymore. You don't want to sit there in sadness, and you want to live your life. You want to be happy. And if it's without them, you are here at the crossroads, then maybe I try to find someone else who is willing to be with me, who will love me and show it, express it. So at the bottom we have manifest. This is the Magician. So it could be a Gemini of, I'm sorry, I've lost it. A Gemini of significance here. Again, we have the Lovers already, so maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, or you have Gemini heavily in your chart. So you can, so the Magician is about that you have all the tools available to manifest whatever you desire. And actually that is an awesome energy when I see these two together. So finally wanting to come out of that sadness and isolation, coming into the light, deciding you want to be happy, and being aware of what you want and being aware of that it is up to you. So if you're not there yet, this is your advice. It's your decision. If you want to be happy, you have first of all to make the decision that you want to be happy and to leave the sadness and isolation behind. And from that energy, from that positive energy, high vibrational energy, you can manifest your desires. What is the message of Aquarius higher self when it comes to this connection? And they tell me to shuffle more. So we have the Fool's energy coming up. That is your energy, the energy of Aquarius, represented by the Fool. This deck it's called Trust. So this card talks about new beginnings from zero, without any emotional baggage from the past, having that leap of faith and that trust to take the risk to open up again. We have the Five of Pentacles, feeling alone. So there may be loneliness, I mean with that sadness and isolation. But look, the Spirit is pointing out to me that this person has that lantern here. He's in the dark. So, but see this lantern as your own inner light, which will help you to come out of that dark energy, to come out of that isolation and sadness into the light. And we have the third eye chakra. I thought it was the crown at first, but it's the third eye. So trusting your intuition, opening your third eye, having that vision of what you truly desire, of what you truly want. Visualizing it. And again, they are pointing out trusting your intuition. Your intuition is right. Even if there is no proof in the 3D, your feelings and your intuition are right. There's a reason for why you feel the way you do. This is also when we are opening up our third eye, we see that bigger picture, the different perspective of things. And that is your current lesson or challenge here, right? To see that bigger picture, to see also the good and the bad. What's going on in the physical here, please, for Aquarius? This is coming up for almost every sign. So this is the Star card, also your card. This is a sign of Aquarius. So in this deck called Healed. Breaking free from the chains. Deep emotional healing. The stars are aligning in your favor. You are divinely guided. Listen to your guidance. Beautiful energy. And the crown chakra at the bottom. So again, divine guidance. So a crown and a third eye chakra here, it's really about a huge transformation and a huge spiritual ascension, what we already have seen in the overall energies. Let's go into your person's energy. So these are the Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, also by John Holland. Heart space of Aquarius soulmate, please, when it comes to Aquarius and his connection. 2 are flying out right away. So we have intuition. This is the High Priestess energy. The sign of Pisces is represented by this card. So they also have a vision, and they also, I mean, we got that message, well, here, that things aren't revealed yet, a mystery, and that is also the energy of the High Priestess. There are secrets, there are things that aren't revealed yet to us. Intuitively, we know, but to trust it is a different thing, right? So intuitively, they feel very connected to you, because we have the heart chakra also coming up. These 2 cards were flying out together. So intuitively knowing that there is a deep connection from the heart here for both of you. I have to pick up the cards here. They were just falling down because of my so sorry for that. So they feel connected in their heart here. Intuitively, they know about this deep connection, but it's a mystery to them. And they maybe aren't sure, at some days at least, if they can trust it. At the bottom I have the Ace of Pentacles, or coins energy. Prosperity begins. So this card talks about an opportunity for a solid new beginning, a gift from the universe, something that has the potential to grow. So prosperity begins, is it called in this deck, and that is exactly also the message of that Sun card they got out of the Energy Oracle. The beginning of abundance, the beginning of seeing the fruition of things. What's going on in the mind space of Aquarius soulmate, please? So they want to have that new beginning, and they see you and this connection as something that has the potential to grow to something beautiful and solid. They feel connected from their heart here, deeply, but again, it's a mystery to them why they are feeling that way. That intensity is what I hear. Mind space. Okay. So 4 of Cups, discontent and boredom. This card, so the 4 of Cups is an energy where we don't truly know if we want to go for it, if we want to accept something. But the energy I feel here, because I have it combined with a Tower, so it could be a Scorpio of significance here. In this deck it's called Disruption. Still dealing with the aftermath of the Tower. So the Tower is about old structures are falling down. Something is destroyed. We have to build up the foundation anew. So I've asked for what is their mind space when it comes to you and this connection. So they may have, I don't know what happened. I don't ask for the past here. You know your past. Sometimes it's coming up so that I can relate certain things. But they may have done something to you in the past that brought that destruction and disruption of your connection. and now they have no idea, no clue how to fix it. If there is even still a chance to build a new foundation. That is what they want in their heart and intuitively know, but on their mind, in the mental space, they don't know if it's still possible to fix things. And that is exactly what comes up when the doubt and the fear is coming up here in that Queen of Forces energy. What is the message of Aquarius soulmate's higher self? That would have been too many anyways. What's the message of their higher self? So we have victory and success. This is the Six of Wands. So this is an energy of moving forward and really, well, it says it all, victory and success. And I have it combined with the Ace of Swords. Again, a card in this deck called Success, Triumph. So the Ace of Swords is a new beginning based on honesty and clarity. It is communication. It is speaking our truth, expressing ourselves in an honest way, being authentic. And the Two of Cups, spiritual union. So they want to be successful, and their higher self is telling them, and now also us, so you, that there is a possibility to be victorious, but they have to express themselves in an honest way. They have to communicate, and then spiritual union is possible. They can be successful when they do these steps. What's going on in the physical here, please, for Aquarius soulmate? So we have the base chakra first, or root chakra. So this card talks about that they may not feel stable, the foundation may be a bit shaky, not really a grounded energy, maybe not feeling safe enough to move forward yet. And we have it combined with the Hierophant that represents the sign of Taurus. In this deck it's called Wisdom. But this card is also the card of our deep belief system, of integrity. So they have to stabilize themselves to feel safe enough to move forward with integrity, because what they for sure know is that they don't need to come towards you with any kind of stories. They know for sure that if they come towards you and communicate, they have to do it with integrity. And they not feel quite ready yet to do so. So if they should come towards you already, that may be the reason why it are just baby steps at first. Let's see what shared energies are with the romance angels. Some shared energies, please, for Aquarius and their soulmate. What are shared energies, please, spirit guides and angels? We have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So coming into more light-hearted energy, letting go of any heaviness, to enjoy the moment fully. And that also helps to be open to the possibilities and opportunities, right? So when we are in heavy energies, so if an opportunity comes up, or let's take your situation here, they come towards you with a little communication, and you already, when you're still in heavy energies, you already think in a negative way. It will not work out anyways. What is this about now? And they will disappear again. Any kind of that energy. When we are in more light-hearted energy and that playfulness, we are just enjoying the moment and see how it will unfold. So see what was flying out. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And the other card that flew out is engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So whatever the state of being between the two of you is right now, there is an ascension and a higher level of commitment. So if there was no communication, communication would already be a higher level of commitment. So it doesn't have to be an engagement here right away, of course, but at the bottom I have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And that is exactly what they are, at the energy they are in. They are guided to make these steps. For Aquarius, please. 2 cards for you. So yeah, we got you here at a crossroads when it comes to this connection. And we have now unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And that may be what you think about this connection. And that is maybe why you think you are at a crossroads to leave this behind. For some of you, it may be that so much time is gone, and that you already decided that you don't want them back, that you want to find someone new. And so maybe for some of them, it may be too late to come towards you now. At the bottom, I have new love. A new person has stilled your romantic feelings. So again, for some of them, it may be too late to come towards you, because you already decided that you have enough of being sad and alone. You want to manifest your desires. You decided that you want to be happy and breaking free from the chains. So for the ones of you who didn't do that and still want them back, you may think it's unrequited love, and so because nothing was happening, no communication, and then this communication that is about to come in here will still your romantic feelings again, but it will feel new, because both of you did grow and change. So what Spirit was showing me by preparing for your reading already was that these steps they are taking will bring these nostalgic feelings and a heart chakra activation. So this is a fitting message here for that. And it will be a very a surprise that is kind of overwhelming and leaving you puzzled, because you thought they don't feel anything for you. They forgot about you. So for Aquarius soulmate, please. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. And we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So we got already that they have to fight their doubts and fears, that they are back and forth between positive and negative thoughts, and that is totally human. So letting go of the past to find the courage. I mean, they are thinking about still about what they did to you, how they did destroy this connection in the past. Let's see what some possible future energies are with the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. Possible future energies for Aquarius and their soulmate, please. So one was flying out right away. I have the Tower on the floor. It fell out in the reverse. And I have Judgment here. Both are cards of the sign of Scorpio. Let's get them out first. I already get messages with this, but let's get the row out first. I don't know why they all have to fall down all the time. Damn it. So I have the 8 of Coins and the 9 of Cups. The 2 of Coins. At the bottom, the 9 of Swords. Possible outcome. Ace of Wands and 2 of Wands. Three of Swords. Ten of Coins and 5 of Swords. So where to begin? So we have the Tower in reverse, and it fell out together with the Judgment card in the upright. The message I got immediately was, if you want to have reconciliation, and that is totally up to you, of course, you have to let go of the Tower. Whatever the Tower moment in the past of the two of you was, they are still holding on to it because it came up in their mind space. They think they've destroyed it forever and lost you for good. And you may still hold on to the remembrance, at least to the pain they brought to your life. But the Judgment card is also the card of spiritual awakening and ascension. So it is about to see the good in the whole journey again. To see what good it also brought, what also the pain, the struggle, the challenge, the suffering, in the end, what healing it brought to you. It is about seeing the bigger picture and letting go of what happened in the past. The past isn't, you can't change the past. It happened. We have to take it as an experience, as a lesson, and let it go. But it is about to see the bigger picture in what this Tower brought to your life. And there is not just suffering and challenges. That is the way you may perceive it if you're not totally awakened yet. So this is for both of you. Future energies are shared energies, right? So it is not just a message for you, it is also a message for them, and they already have the Tower coming up in their mind. So we have the 8 of Pentacles, and that came out together with the 9 of Cups. So being focused on work, on the own goals, working on your own wish fulfillment. It's also for both of you. It indicates effort, so there is dedicated effort necessary to get your wishes fulfilled. The Nine of Cups is an energy where we may be very focused on ourselves and very, it is, I usually don't get this, but it is an energy where we have only our own wishes in mind. We don't put any other person's wishes into consideration. So we are very focused on what we want, what we are wishing for, what we are desiring, and working on it. When it comes to this connection, we have the Two of Pentacles, what again is that shaky foundation that already came up for them. And for you it came up in form of being at the crossroads, to have to make a decision. The Two of Pentacles is also a card of we have to decide which path to choose. We have to make decisions how to go on. But what is hindering to make that decision is fear. The Nine of Swords, darkest fears, and it's just on the mind. The Nine of Swords is an energy that is just made up on our mind. There is no real threat. It is just the fear that comes up because of past experiences. We already expecting the worst case scenario. We are expecting to get disappointed again. And so we are struggling to make a decision. And that's, again, for both of you. In the possible outcome, we have again that being at the crossroads with the Two of Wands. It is your choice. Which path do you want to choose? Take your own lantern, your own inner light. It will guide you towards the right path. We always have the choice. We have free will. We have the Ace of Wands, what would be a passionate new beginning. It is full of passion for life in general. It is creativity also. And so finding the passion for life again, maybe even the passion for each other. But again, I have here, and I see these, the Spirit is telling me these three cards are going together. We have again that damn Three of Swords that already came up in your energy. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So there is still that holding on to the deep sorrow, to the heartbreak. What you want, both of you, is the Ten of Pentacles. What would be that serious commitment, that beautiful relationship, that abundance. And you are, with the Five of Swords, very determined to fight for that. But what is holding you back is the Three of Swords energy. So again, letting go of the Tower and that pain that it was bringing. Changing the perspective. The Five of Swords is an energy I really, really don't like. Because it's that battle mode where we are ready to fight for it with everything that is necessary. But usually at the end of that battle, no one will win. Because this is an energy where we, again, and that is maybe why it was coming up with the Nine of Cups, that we are too focused on what we want in a very egoistic way. So the sensitivity is missing. It is about miscommunications, or miscommunication without an S. But the problem here really is that both of you are kind of expecting the worst to happen. They don't know if they still can fix what happened in the past. And you don't know if you still can trust it. That it can get better. because of holding on to the Tower. But it came out in the reverse to remind you to let go of these Tower energies. When I look at the Five of Swords in this deck, so they got as message from their higher self the Ace of Swords, right? This is this one sword, that new beginning based on honesty and clarity, that communication, expressing themselves, speaking their truth, and so on. This person is holding that Ace of Swords. And the Four of Swords would be that recovery mode, that rejuvenation, that rest, that healing. So healing from the energies of maybe even manipulation from the past, and also letting go of this battle mode, the warrior mode, because that will not lead you to your destination, not with this person and not with anyone else. So again, this is shared energy. I'm not just talking to you, it is also their energy. So take it as it resonates. You know yourself the best, but we have to, with the Five of Swords, we have to question the way we perceive things and the way we are acting and reacting. So take it as a little warning. It's just the minor arcana, no major arcana. So this is easily changeable energy. Let's see some angel answers on that situation. What's out of question is that they want to be with you. But so whatever your question was, the answer is no. We have asked for help from others. We have reconsider. And at the bottom is romance. So whatever your mindset is, it's a general read. So we have different scenarios about already letting go and looking for someone else. So really reconsider the way you think right now and the way you perceive things. Go within and really look at the situation from a higher perspective to see the bigger picture. So this is the Whispers of Love oracle. We have choose love. You always have the choice. Make yours with love. Not out of a battle mode, not out of past experiences. There's always the possibility for a new beginning. And only because something happened in the past doesn't mean that it's happening the same way again. Listen with your heart. Didn't I say that before? You are listening, but need to hear with a loving heart. So that message came up earlier without a card, just from my guides. And at the bottom I have, you are limitless. You can do everything you choose. So that is again the message of that flexible. So don't be too fixed on certain ideas. So this is the Heart-Shaped Love Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Acceptance is the key. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Exactly. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. And at the bottom we have power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So this is for the ones of you who are not knowing if they still want them back. But no one can tell you what to do. That is totally up to you. But I would at least recommend to listen with your heart, to hear them out, and look what the action is about. Because that action taking they will do will bring nostalgic feelings, that will bring heart chakra activation. So if it wasn't happening yet, you may think no, because you are right now in the state of no, I don't want them back. So for the ones of you who are. But maybe that will change when they take action. So at least be open to the possibility by listening with your heart, with compassion. And again, for sure letting go of the Tower. But again, that's also for them. So let's get your last message to close the reading with the Gaia Oracle as an advice from Spirit. Your last message. I will read that part always. I hope you enjoyed that reading. I'm happy to be back. I hope it helped you in some way, brought you some valuable information and guidance. So the last message for Aquarius as an advice, please, Spirit Guides and Angels. What's your last message to close the reading? Intuitive communication. Silent whispers of the heart. Number 43. Sevens are very spiritual energy. So let's see what it says. This card confirms that you have a natural psychic ability that can be further developed and expanded. But in order to develop the innate gift, you must pay greater attention to your intuition. This can come in many forms. For example, it can be a gut feeling, an unusual or unexpected thought, or a subtle and silent whisper that seems to flow from your heart. Close your eyes and be aware of all you feel around you. The universe is alive. The earth and nature are living energies. Whether you know it or not, there is an aspect of you that is in constant communion with all of creation. You are therefore also in constant communication with everyone and everything. All that you need to expand this wonderful ability is within you. Start to listen to your inner voice and learn to trust your vibes and natural instincts. You are about to discover a whole new way of being. Affirmation: I focus on my inner world. I am one with all creation. All is energetically connected. I trust my intuition. My awareness expands through love. And you got the third eye and the crown chakra coming up for you. So that is a fitting message. You got that spiritual ascension and judgment also. So we are going through a huge transformation right now, through a huge spiritual ascension process, and that is no easy task, and that is also bringing confusion. So wishing you all the very best on that. Stay strong. You are stronger than you think. Thank you so much for watching. If I shouldn't be able to do the mid-month read, what I can't guarantee yet, I already wish you a wonderful holiday time, Merry Christmas, but I hope I will back for the mid-month read. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and all that good stuff. That is what keeps me going. And I wish you a wonderful month of December. Bye for now, Aquarius. Thank you.